To slice our cranial orthosis, we'll open up PrusaSlicer. Click the first icon to add the file. There it is in Downloads. We'll click Open. Now, looking at this model, we know that we're going to need supports because there are overhanging unsupported sections, especially the point of the heart where the arrow is pointing. If you think about how the printer is laying down the filament, when the printer gets to this point, it will stop here, then jump over to this central point, spit out some filament, then stop and move over to this section. So the little bit of filament that's released in this area will just simply fall down. So we need to support that. We may also need to support the very top of this curve here because it's unsupported and hanging over in thin air, and also in these slats on the side. Those areas are unsupported, so the filament may sag down there. Fortunately, to add supports is easy. Over on the right-hand side where it says Supports, click the arrow and choose Everywhere. Now in the bottom left-hand corner, we'll switch from Edit View to Slice Preview. And now if we zoom in, you can see all the layers. And if we look at this part of the heart here, we use the slider on the right-hand side to go down, you see that that area without the green supports would be just floating in midair. So that's why we added those supports. And you can see that it looks like a ton of supports have been added on the inside as well. But if you look at it from the bottom, you'll see that it's actually mostly hollow. The supports are being built up just to support that top steep overhang section. So those will all break off fairly easily, as will the supports in the heart area. The ones in the slot may be a little trickier, but you can use a flathead screwdriver or an X-Acto knife to help get those out. Once you get them started, they usually come out fairly easily. Important thing to notice is the print time. Here it's 1 hour and 45 minutes. So when it comes time to reserve a printer to print this model in the lab, I'll have a good estimate of how long it will take to print. The last step then is to click Export G-code on the bottom right. Select your thumb drive, and you can change the file name if you wish, but I'll keep it the same and just click Save. From the bottom of the screen, you can actually eject the drive from here, but before I do that, I'm going to check my USB drive to make sure that the file is there. There it is. So now back in PrusaSlicer, I can click Eject Drive, and the drive has been successfully unmounted. So now I can go to the printer and follow the 3D printing procedure, turn on the printer, plug in the thumb drive, load the filament, and print my design. Here's what the finished print looks like. After the supports have been removed, the Velcro straps have been added, and the cranial orthosis has been attached to the stuffed octopus.